What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Eurythmics, and we're going back to the 1986 album Revenge, and we're up to the tune A Little of You. It's interesting phrasing in the sense that, you know, it suggests or indicates not just not all of someone, but not even a majority of someone. Now, there's different ways that could be relevant. It's like, I need just a little bit of you, just a little bit of your presence will, you know, lighten my day or put everything at ease. Also, a little of you could be about, you know, how much you're putting forward. Like, you're only showing me a little of you. I want to know the full story. I feel like the phrase could be relevant in different ways, but either way, it suggests that there is some distinction between what is being offered, what is being seen or interacted with relative to the whole or an entire person. So I do wonder exactly what will be at play. Let's find out. This is Eurythmics. The track is A Little of You, and it's from the 1986 album Revenge. Keyed in on the bass right away for some reason. But shiny synths too.
Be a time I wore my heart upon my sleeve. There used to be a time I'd show my gentle side to anyone. Through these years of wandering, I know I've been deceived. Through these years of wandering, and every time you try to hurt me, you know you're only hurt to say. And every time you try to hurt me, you'll be the one to suffer when you think you're hurting someone. A little of you, a little of me, a little of you is hurting someone. A little of you, a little of me, a little of you is hurting someone. Hurting is alright. A little of me, a little of you is hurting someone. Don't tell me I'm the only one, 'cause I don't need that space. Don't ask for love, I'll throw it back in your face. All of these promises were only made to break. All of these promises. Every time you try to hurt me, you know you're only here to say. And every time you try to hurt me, I know you'll be the one to suffer when you think you're hurting someone. A little of you, a little of me, a little of you is hurting someone. A little of you, a little of me, a little of you is hurting someone. A little of you, a little of me, a little of you is making me feel so. A little of you so sad. A little of me, a little of you.
The string work. A rustic guitar line, okay. The deep, soulful, bluesy Annie. There's deep dozen going through where the strings, where every so often I'm just reminded of like, man, this is exactly why I love this group. Eurythmics is definitely one of those deep dives, and this is another one of those tunes where as it's playing out, it's like all the things happening in the production, the rolling, like slightly funky bass, the synth work already, and then you bring in the strings, which gives it this really dramatic and elegant sort of sound in those moments. The arrangement of all the different Annie voices, including and especially that deep bluesy, like soulful Annie, which was sort of at the bottom of the track as the other Annies reached the heights. It's just everything about it. Like, again, her vocals, the synth work, the arrangement. Again, by the end we have a sort of rustic guitar sort of on top of everything else. So just a really dynamic tune. Admittedly, I'm not quite sure how it plays out. Like, a little of you, a little of me, and it sounds like, you know, this person has mistreated her and she's finally like done with it and he can't hurt her anymore, which again, knowing what people have said in relation to a couple of the previous tracks on this album about her former marriage, and you know, a couple of these songs are seen as shots at him. This is another one where it feels like it could be very much in that territory, but again, as always, with any song, you know, there's a dialogue in the sense that many people will relate their own experiences, even if not all the lines perfectly fit, and they will see their own lives and experiences in some of the lines. So ultimately, you know, it's a tune where I think the experiences or the feelings can be extrapolated to some different dynamics. But again, it sounds like she's over this other person and they can't hurt her anymore, but it does sound like maybe only it just takes a little of me or a little of you, and that's enough to hurt people. Like, it, you know, perhaps like drawing the lesson that it's, you know, you make all these promises when you, oh, I'm always going to be with you, I'm always going to love you, and inevitably these are destined to break, these are destined to fall away. As you know, even for people who live together for many years and so on, you'll see people like, oh, they were married for 21 years and then they divorced. It's like, damn, it's like, you know, they figured it out, they were working it, they, you know, maybe some back and forth, maybe some growth and development and so on, and then after like multiple decades, like, it's just not workable anymore. So again, even without any cynicism or, you know, pessimism creeping into the equation, it is a thing where, like, you know, it's hard to live up to the promises that people make when they are infatuated and freshly in love, and then perhaps those dynamics turn out to be much more unpleasant or even monstrous than one expected. And so if one then gets clear of that dynamic, perhaps, you know, there is that satisfaction that no matter what else happens, like, that hurt, you know, the little bit of you that can cause that won't happen anymore. So that's all very speculative. I didn't hear enough to like bridge those little, you know, connections, but either way, like I said, sonically, it's just one that tells me that, you know, wherever the Eurythmics go, wherever Annie goes, I'm along for the ride. So once again, big shout out to Philip, who's been sharing the larger body of work, which again includes The Tourist, which at some point I do plan on going back to, but I am enjoying going forward in time and just hearing the development of the Eurythmics sound specifically. So in any case, shout out to you, Philip, as well as all the people who've been here for the Eurythmics journey. Shout out to Annie and Dave, of course. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.